What's up, you guys? It's the one and only Miss Princess, and I'm about to sit down and talk to you about my new mixtape, Now I See. So, Now I See came about when I first started rapping. I was doing, the regular trap rap, and I realized that everything in my life was kind of, I don't know, it wasn't right. I didn't feel like I was doing something positive. I wanted my music to help people. I wanted it to give people confidence and things like that, role model type of stuff. So once everything in my life literally went wrong, I realized I have depended on this person to help me, this person to help me. They all disappeared. And then I realized, like, now I see the only person that has ever been there for me has been God. That's when I decided that I was going to name this mixtape Now I See, because now I see the only person I need, the only person I need to depend on, the only person I need to ask is God. So that's kind of how Now I See came about. When I was rapping trap and I decided to do gospel trap, I knew that, it would cause people to talk, like, hey, she was just doing this. Is she really real? But the question is, yes, I feel like God did call me to do this. But I just want to bring attention and awareness to God. That's what I want to do through my music. And I hope that people who have never even been to church, say, hey, I like what Princess is doing. I want to follow God now. So I think when it comes to judgment, I know I'm going to get it. We're all human. We all judge. But I just pray that God touches your heart and it brings you closer to God with listening to Miss Princess. First, I would like to say one thing. Chasing dreams, working a 9 to 5, and going to school is a very hard thing to do. You're constantly busy, because right now I'm a gospel artist, I'm a model. I still currently work my 9 to 5, and then I'm in school for biblical studies. So it's a big thing, and it's really hard being an artist because when you're an artist, people feel as if you're just supposed to be an artist. You're not supposed to work. But being an artist costs money. So I proudly work my 9 to 5 job. I shout out to all my 9 to 5 girls because it's not easy. It's not easy. You're constantly judged. But I would say though, like, my time management has gotten so much better, because on top of me working 40 hours a week, I still manage to rap and model in school. And one of the things I do is, as soon as I get off work, I don't sit down, I don't watch TV. I go straight to my second job, which is rapping. I rap and I write for at least 8 hours, and then on top of that, I take a break, take a lit nap, wake up at 5 a.m., do my schoolwork, and then start my day all over again. It's not easy, but if you want something in life, you got to work for it. So that's what I'm about. So there are 5 songs on this Now I See mixtape. My favorite one is Now I See. It really touches me. That's the first song I ever wrote that wasn't a trap. It was gospel. That is literally the first song. And it really touches me. It describes everything that I've actually been through. In about 2 minutes. you know. So it's like 2 years ago, stepped in the booth. Ain't know what to do, still try. Mistake, got the mistake, they just watched. I'ma make you a star, all lies. So what that basically means is, 2 years ago I stepped in the booth. I didn't know nothing. All I knew was I knew how to rap and I knew how to write. Everything else, I didn't know. So I depended on everybody, and I'm gonna be a star, right? I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna make this song. I'm gonna release it at midnight. I'm gonna wake up in the morning. I'm gonna be a star. Didn't happen like that. Reality hit. So this song really tells how I feel and the pain that I felt and how I overcame and got closer with God. You know, this mixtape, each song has its own personality. So, Now I See is my favorite, but I also like the other ones, especially On God. On God gives you that gospel trap feel. It's like you bragging, but you bragging about what God did. You bragging about where you came from and where you are now. So I love the On God song. And Blessed Up tells a little bit about me and my life before rap. It talks about how even though I had nothing, I was still blessed up. You don't have to be rich to be blessed. And that's kind of where Blessed Up came from. And styling, I love styling. Styling is like me showing off for God. Like, look what God did. I didn't get this from selling nothing, scamming nothing. I got this from God. So I'm going to show off. I'm going to flex. And the last one is Gang Gang. Gang Gang, I was nervous about that one because Gang Gang has a very bad name. It's gang, gang banging, violence. So what I thought about when I was writing this song was, if I wanted to fight for anybody, if I wanted to be about that life for anybody, who would it be? Who would I want to die for? Who would I want to ride or die for? And I said the only man that I would want to fight for is God. So that's when I wrote the song Gang Gang. I'm like, you know what? I'm about that life for God and God only. So the day I'm supposed to go to the studio, I don't eat anything. I mean, nothing. Because I feel like it does something to my voice. Like, if I have to work, I take off that day. I don't work. I just sleep the whole day until maybe like 2 hours before the studio. Now, when I get to the studio, I don't smoke. I don't drink. All I drink is water, Gatorade. That's it. That's my energy. Before I even touch the mic, I pray over it. I just want to make sure, it's a positive environment. And then after that, I just close my eyes, and then that's when the magic happens. When I was thinking about this mixtape and writing, I wanted it to have meaning. I wanted it to have feeling. So when people heard this, they feel inspired. So with every song, I took my time and I tried to put a message in each song. You know what I mean? So I just pray that people learn it's okay to talk about God. And I want them to learn more about God. And I want them to say, wait, Princess went through this, so it's okay that I'm going through this. Sometimes people feel like they're the only person in the world that has a problem, when really 50% of people have problems. Really 100% of people have problems. You're not the only one. And I just want people to turn to God. I want to show people, when you're having a bad day, when things are going wrong, turn to God. So the message in this mixtape is turn to God. For whatever you need, turn to God, and everything will be okay. So, before Miss Princess leave you guys, I want to leave you with one thing. Always, always, no matter what, stay positive and chase your dreams. Now, you can follow me on all social media platforms at Only One Princess. And one last thing, always, always follow Jesus. He is the only way. And don't forget, God loves you. Be blessed. Yeah. Yeah. I don't fear nothing.